Don't make it look bad. All right, we're joined by Chane Behanan now. Let's start with questions from within the room here.
Chane, what do you remember about that first game against Kentucky? I mean, 4 minutes in, you're sitting on the bench with 3 fouls.
I mean, I knew the game was close even when I was out the game and was contributing to the team success. I mean, I think just with me and the things I'm capable of doing and the things we are capable of doing as a team and what we've been doing throughout both tournaments, I think it should be a pretty good matchup last time, even better.
It seems from the last game that really Russ had a good game and everybody else struggled. Is that motivation?
Yeah, it does. Hopefully, they just try to keep on Russ, leave everybody else open. So we can take advantage.
You got a bigger sense of this rivalry from your days before here in Bowling or since you've gotten here?
Probably. Well, I'm gonna say when I was in Bowling Green, because that's all I heard about, especially when I first signed here and committed here. So like half my school was UK fans, and I mean, that's all they're talking about, and the rivalry and how would I contribute to it. So now I'm gonna go back home after this tournament, win or lose, and tell them how it was.
Whether or not you were over-eager or too geeked up in the first game against them, who knows, but are you glad you played them once going into this game?
Yeah, so I mean, I learned from my mistakes and I mean, just watch a lot of film on them and to be honest with you, watching film now, we look totally better. I mean, we look like a whole new team. Watching film when we played them in Lexington, I mean, it looked like we didn't know what we were doing out there. We just run around and I mean, now I think as we've grown and got to know one another, and I mean, just take one step at a time, I think we should be pretty good.
Having gone straight from Portland to Phoenix, and now you've had some time to be around camp, what is it like around camp?
That's why I'm waiting now. People stop me and ask for pictures and stuff. I mean, it's been great. It shows you what winning can do to one city, and these past few days since we've been back, it's been outrageous, and it's good. It's good. I like it.
Were you aware of what was going on back here until you got back, or what let you know?
Yeah, after the Final Four game, after the Elite Eight game, people actually sent a videos to us. They said the streets were going crazy. I mean, near where we live at and stuff. I mean, everybody, they had to call the police out or block the street down. I mean, I heard a lot of crazy stuff.
You make a lot of references to Kobe and to different things in the NBA. Did you grow up a bigger NBA fan than college basketball?
Yeah, only time I watched basketball, college basketball, was when I remember watching a little bit of NBC back in the day when they had Steve Logan and all them, Eric Snow, Eric Hicks and all them, but I was mainly an NBA person. My favorite player was Kobe Bryant.
The shot you took in the last game in the last minute, Jerry Schwab, sending it to
Kobe.
Yeah, the Kobe shot.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, him, before every game, me and him, if you recognize, me and him just, like, we just be out there playing, trying to score on each other, just off that move and, cover the face, our hands with each other's face, in front of each other's face. This is, it's just a game we play just to get each other break a sweat and get each other warmed up, and what was going through my mind when I was about to, when I told Gorky to move, I was just saying, what would Kobe do in this situation?
Would you have waved him off at the start of the year?
I probably would have gave it to him. But, not trying to down on Gorky, just stuff I know Gorky capable of doing when he has the ball. Traveling, who knows? So that's why I waved him off.
How much better do you feel as a player now as opposed to December when you played?
That's real. I feel a whole lot better than first beginning of the season. We played a lot of teams, just getting used to playing different defenders every night, and it's all about being in shape too. So that played a big role in it. The more you're in shape, the more to me, it feel like the games come to you, and you just do unbelievable stuff you never did.
What was the part defensively? What was the toughest adjustment for you to make in terms of learning that zone that you guys play?
Just knowing where to go, like where to bump to. Sometimes I don't have to bump. You got to know if it's a man in the corner, you have to bump to the corner. But if it's not a man in the corner, you have to bump high. So it was kind of confusing and like, how am I supposed to get to that spot? I got to get it done. So I mean, that's what coach wanted me to do. I mean, because the two guard can now take him 9 times out of 10 gonna be a 6'5" or better player in the middle of the court, in the middle of the circle. So if you're a free throw, so I'm gonna have to take him. So I have to bump high. And when I first got here, it felt like that's impossible to get there from the wing over to the, but I had to get it done. That's probably the biggest picture. And that's about.
So how do you get it done now?
Because I'm in shape now. And it doesn't bother me at all. So, and I found a little cheat thing to do.
Let's pause just for a moment. Any questions for Chane Behanan from the phone lines? All right, we'll go back to the room here, excuse me.
Shane, you talked about how playing in Bowling Green kind of gave you an idea of what the rivalry was like. Did the recruiting process impact that at all either? Obviously, because Kentucky was trying to.
No, I didn't because I mean I knew they had good players on this, obviously, and I mean I just try to separate myself. I mean I don't want to. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I don't want to feel like I followed them. If I went there and I just went with my heart told me to, and obviously this is a good school, so Final Four, we up against the team. I mean that I was supposed to, go to, but it don't work like that.
How good is Michael Kidd-Gilchrist? It seems like his motor never stops.
Never. He's real good. I mean, and he, from the first beginning of the season, I think he had grown too. So, I mean, to me personally, I mean, what they projecting to be top 2 pick in the draft. I mean, that's true, and I think it is. I mean, there's areas you need to work on, but other than that, he's got it.
With the season, Russ has had a great season. A lot of people maybe didn't even expect that. How key was you switching numbers with him? Is that maybe something
he
behind
said
the
he
scenes?
went 24 because he always got hurt. So he tried to bring it on me, and I decided to take it. But even with the number 2 jerseys, I always faked to get hurt. That's why I picked him up that one game. But his jersey, but I don't know, just
Shane, you had a lot of success right out of the gate, I think double-double, and then you guys went on that 12-0 run. Then you kind of ran into Georgetown and UK back-to-back. What was that process like? Do you feel like, was it a humbling process after having that success and kind of coming out and saying some things?
yeah, it was a humbling process and a hard process. That too. I mean, coming off a loss to Georgetown and back another loss to Kentucky, it was real hard for us. And we just have to find. I mean, you got to dig deep inside to find like what was really wrong with us when we wanted to slump it. They both really good teams, and I give credit to all of them. We just do this. But that's a new story. It's a new story now.
Did anybody on the team say something to you? Like, I forgot which game it was, but you said you felt like, you guys could go undefeated and you felt like you were the #1 team. Like, did anybody say, hey, man, don't?
I mean, only coaches said it. I mean, look, Richard, that's the only person that approached me about it.
And what did he say?
I mean, he just told me, just watch what I say. I mean, he didn't say nothing.
Well, going against Gordy in practice, prepare you at all for Anthony Davis, or is he a different type of shot blocker?
Yeah, kind of did. Yeah, I mean, what you talking about now or before? Yeah, I mean, Gorky's much stronger, and I mean, I think they got similarities to block shots, so that kind of did help. I mean, just where to release the ball at and, get the feel of the floor right now.
How hard was it in that first few minutes of the Kentucky game, knowing with 3 fouls you'd have to sit for such a lengthy time?
Real hard. Like I said, I feel like if I'd have stayed the game, it would have been a pretty much even game. I mean, win or lose, it would have been a real game if I got the offense. Just keep me, the team knowing what I'm capable of doing. I got my coach.
Do you feel more confident taking 3 in a game now as you won the other day? Or is it?
I'm not gonna let that, I probably won't shoot enough. That's what I've been told now. I was just, this is the moment at the time we was down and, we needed a little more momentum and once I saw it was over, I said, I'm just take it and see what happens. And went in and I think that's what we got this morning. But, I mean, if I feel it Saturday, we gonna put it up.
Do you make them in practice? Do you take them in practice?
I mean, yeah, that's the crazy thing about it. I think in the game it's different. I mean, I hesitate, but like you see in the game against Florida, I just catch and I just shot and shit up. And sometimes shit out, then once I release it, it's not good. So, but in practice, the individuals, I knock them down. I don't see. I just gotta keep the same mindset I had with the Florida game, just catch and shoot.
You feel like you have to have some kind of redemption on Saturday based on, you know, getting the early foul trouble only playing what?
I mean, that's what hopefully I don't get an early foul trouble. I mean, the redemption part is just, I mean, they just flat out, I mean, they beat us at their home and now it's losing, so, I mean, everybody loses. But, I mean, and everybody we done played and we done lost to, we done beat, so hopefully we can continue that tradition, so it's kind of a.
Anything else for Shane? All right, Shane, good. We'll pause a moment. And Kyle Carrick is on his way. He had a class he got out at 2:15, so we need a couple minutes and he'll be here.
Doing good?
What's that?